And welcome to The Brash, Sean's View Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe where it is always prolific, consistent, and dedicated. Please share my videos all over Twitter and Facebook with the latest WWE Backstage report on Dean Ambrose, Rusev, and Apollo Crews. It would appear that a refresh is in the works for the unstable one, Dean Ambrose. There is major rumors brewing concerning a Dean Ambrose heel turn in an exclusive WWE video from this past week. Ambrose talks about his match against Chris Jericho, but there was something much more interesting in his words. Ambrose was asked about his match with Chris Jericho, but then it got to the thoughts on the fans. Ambrose specifically stated that he doesn't care whether you love him or hate him. That really doesn't sound like the words of someone who plays to the fans and wants them to cheer him when he heads out to the ring. There is a feeling that Dean Ambrose is going to eventually turn heel again. Ambrose is just like Brian Pillman in so many ways, and there is so much potential for him as a full-blown heel. While WWE appears to be holding off on that move with the former member of The Shield, the seeds are being planted and are seemingly in motion. As it concerns the sudden turn of events with Rusev on this past Monday's Raw, it was originally reported that Rusev, Sheamus, and Alberto Del Rio will not be lost in the shuffle or dropped off the radar following the breakup of the League of Nations. The news story is quickly proving to be true, as Rusev will now challenge the WWE United States Champion Kalisto. It's also believed that Alberto Del Rio and Sheamus will either go up against one another or be used in a long-term program against another WWE superstars on WWE television. There is also a feeling that the WWE was waiting for the right time and place to start rebuilding Rusev for a monster push, and this could be the start of that. While Apollo Crews was on Raw, he was not the focal point of the Battle Royal, and the fact that Apollo Crews is already competing on WWE Main Event is likely a sign that the WWE may be rethinking their strategy with him. So this could be one of those cases where the WWE is just going back to the drawing board to see what works and what doesn't work. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest news up to this point in time. Once again, in regulation, if there's any news, if there's any developments, if there's any changes to these top stories that are trending right now on the internet, Sean's View Entertainment will absolutely bring you the newest rumors, updates, and headlines. And maybe an Ambrose heel turn with a championship run would be more pleasant. Maybe it would be more fun. Maybe it would be more entertaining. Maybe it would be more exciting. Maybe it would be all those things, because we know at Dean Ambrose, whether he's a heel, a face, fact of the matter is, he could be more unpredictable. He could be more unstable in his antics. He could be a little bit crazier than what the WWE is portraying, because there is so many more layers to Dean Ambrose that we have yet to be discovered. All you have to do is go back in Ambrose's history books to see what Ambrose is all about. And as it concerns Apollo Crews, if the WWE doesn't watch out, he could turn out to be the next Bobby Lashley. If the WWE doesn't play their cards right, it could end up being a big blunder, and it may not work out in the long run, because there is potential there for Apollo Crews to grow, but the WWE needs to once again watch out how they, plant the seeds with this. And if it concerns Rusev, many people would state that he's been buried for far too long. He's been made to look like a joke. Nobody would take him as legitimate. But with Rusev coming up the ranks again, he will always be a viable contender for any championship. And remember, Rusev is one of those guys that when called upon, he will give you a match. He will be very physical. He will be very volatile. Here's a guy that went up against Brock Lesnar. Here's a guy that was the final two in the Royal Rumble one year. So don't ever, mistake Rusev. Rusev also a guy that defeated John Cena at a pay-per-view a year ago with the WWE United States title on the line. So don't take Rusev softly, and don't think that Rusev can't rise to the occasion again. Your comment, your opinion, share and subscribe all over Twitter and Facebook. The road to 100,000 YouTube subscribers for Sean's View.